Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jen from Personal Power Wellness, and this is just an impromptu fun video I thought to make. And it's because I am here in the kitchen and I'm preparing a fresh decaf Colombian coffee. And I just thought it would be cute, cool, nice to make it as a video and just post it just because, why not? So that's what I'm doing, and the reason that I said it's Colombian coffee is because I'm using this brand, which is a traditional, it's a brand that you can buy in Colombia only, but I actually ordered it through Amazon when I was in New York. So this is the one that I'm using. It's called Águila Roja. This one is decaffeinated, hence the green packaging. Normally, if it's the regular type of coffee, it would be in a blue package. So that's just their branding. And so I'm using the traditional, I call it the traditional Colombian coffee maker, because that's what my mom told me, because she gifted this one to me and that's what they used when she was growing up back in the day. But I know yesterday I went shopping for a gift for a friend in a foodware store, and the sales lady told me that actually it's from Italy. It was invented in Italy, and I don't know if that's true or not. I'd have to research that. I did not, but the point is that I'm just going to use it and call it my traditional Colombian espresso brewer. And alrighty, so just so you know, I have already input some water. Can't really see it, but yeah, it's got some water already. I put in about 8.5 ounces of water, and now what I do is it has this little spout with some holes, which is sort of like a sieve. Yeah. And so you put it into the cup, into the bottom portion, or the bottom compartment, we can call it. And I'm going to actually just angle this a little bit downward so maybe you can see a bit better the actual process. All right. So now what I do is I actually measure out the amount of coffee that I'll be putting in, and I have the measuring tablespoon with it. I keep it together, but that's fine. I can just use another tablespoon because the measuring device is pretty much a tablespoon. It was in this bag, but all right, hey ho. So we're just gonna measure it, and it says in the instructions that you put in about 6 grams or 1 tablespoon for 100 milliliters of water. Ah, there it is. I actually put it in the bag. So I'm gonna take some of this, and maybe you could even, yeah, so that's right. So then we got, so 1 tablespoon is 4 grams, and 2 tablespoons, 11. So as I said, I put in 8 ounces of water, about. And now that's just going to be 14 grams, which is pretty decent because it'll give it like a nice taste, a nice strength to it, but not make it so super strong that my nervous system will be so affected for the rest of the day. This is just to get that nice, smoky, strong, dark and deep flavor that we generally like about coffee, especially if you're someone who drinks it black and you even forego the sugar. So yeah, and then I just package it back up in a Ziploc bag to preserve the freshness, and then I put it in the freezer, and that's it. And then you take the top compartment And we're just gonna top it up and make it very strong, strongly adjusted right there, so that nothing untoward happens. Because in the boiling process, there is the possibility that if it's loosely tightened, then some of the steam can be released and some of the water, and with some of that darkened coffee extraction will be released. So you want to make it very tight so that it's very compact and compressed. And then I turn on the stove and that's it. And then you just let it boil, and it should be ready in a couple of minutes. And so I'm just going to go ahead and let it boil, and we'll come back to it. All right, so we're back at it, and it's already been brewing. And actually, it's ironic because you know how I mentioned that if you don't screw it on tight enough, that some of the, not just the fluid, but actually it was air that was being released, like a hissing steam, like a pressure cooker. And so that was happening. But I'll show you what we've got here. And so here is the coffee maker, and we've got the top lid, and there it is brewing, which is pretty neat. And so it seems like it's ready to go because the hissing steam has stopped completely, which is a sign that, I would say it's a sign that it's ready. So we're going to pop that on over and serve it up. I have my cup here, and this cup I added 2 grams of dark cocoa unsweetened, and this is actually, the white is a little bit of cashew milk that I took, and it's actually cashew milk from a juice order that I had made, and this one is vanilla cashew from essentially UAE. So yeah, I had frozen it, and this is about it's gonna be like 1 ounce of this, but not too much because it's quite high in fat, and I don't prefer to do high fat in the morning time. So I've got that ready to go. Taking this off the heated stove top, and let's serve it up. All right, and that was about actually all of it. And you see it'll just come out totally, and it's super hot. So mind your fingers when the steam is lifting up and out. And that is pretty much it. And then you give it a swirl. And if you're feeling fancy or fun, you can even take your whipping or milk frother, if you have one, little device. They sell them in so many stores now. And you can even froth it up. So that's what I'm gonna do a bit. I hope that my book doesn't toddle over. Let's see if we can angle this a bit better. All right, that'll do for now. So it's quite hot, definitely. And I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting here. And that's it. So this one is still a bit dark. It even looks like Turkish coffee, but no Turkish coffee in this house because I do like it, but Turkish coffee can actually be a bit strong. They don't make it as decaf, so that's why I don't have it. And that's pretty much it. So what I do is I drink it from a straw. So let me grab one. And that's it, friends. So we have just made our decaf Colombian coffee with the traditional Colombian coffee maker. And it is very hot, as you can tell from the rising little smoke, steam, and I don't mind that. I do like a hot cup of coffee more than iced coffee. But what I can also do is I can add some oat milk. I have some oat milk, or I can add the remainder of that small portion of cashew milk to make it about 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this simple but kind of soothing process. And if you have your own little traditional espresso coffee maker, then let me know. And it's just a fun part of the process. You can use a French press, or you can make it with filtered, like the normal mainstream standard way, filter drip coffee. You can do your Keurig or Nespresso pods, whatever you have, if you have those machines at home. I don't have that one working here right now in Dubai, but there's different options. So just mix it up and make it work for you. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye for now.